Welcome back to the Elite Undiscovered. I'm your host, Jalil Best, aka JBesto7, and today we have a special episode. We actually took Undiscovered on the road this time. We are in Wellsboro, and we came to visit our guy, Joseph Grapp. He's a junior at Wellsboro High School. We're just going to kind of just jump right into it. Last year, when you played, you was a sophomore, and you had like a lot of leaders and juniors on your team and everything. This year, you have like a really unexperienced team, and you're kind of the only one on your team that played at the varsity level. So, how was that transition from last year to this year?
Just taking the things last year that the older guys taught me and try to integrate them into this year, and just really get the leadership going, because this is what you say, a young team, and everybody needs to be on their best so we can produce like we did last year.
What are you guys' records so far this year?
5-5.
5-5. Okay.
Yeah.
So every game is kind of really important to at least make playoffs, right?
Yeah, we need 500 record to get in the playoffs, and these last couple of games we haven't been playing our best, but we have practice today, so we're going to get back on the winning waves.
Okay. Most of you guys that don't know, Joe is fourth in the area for scoring, averaging around 24 points a game, which was a huge jump from last year.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say anywhere from, 10 to 15 last year?
10 points, yeah.
About 10 points a game last year, so that's a 14-point jump from last year, which is pretty crazy, especially he's only a junior, so he still has another year yet. What are some of the things over the summer from last year that you kind of worked on to transition your game to make it better this year?
Definitely one of the biggest things was getting in the weight room, because I had other bigger guys around me to bang last year, but I knew that being the main guy, I was going to take more of a beating this year, so strengthening myself. And then also, I fixed my shot with a trainer up in Mansfield. My elbow was out of my shot, and he helped me fix that, so I knocked down more shots.
Okay. And playing at the next level is something that I'm pretty sure you want to do. This is a question I kind of want to ask you guys just to see, like, kind of mentally where they think they are. Like, so where do you, like, at the next level wise, like, as of right now, your game, what level kind of do you see you playing at?
Right now, I see myself in. I've had an evaluation with coaches, so we talked about this at like a low D1 or a Division II school.
Okay. And do you see yourself obviously like a growth spurt, hopefully this summer? Like, do you think kind of your size now, but probably get a little bigger, is kind of where you're gonna be at?
I think everybody thinks I might have like a little bit of growth spurt, like 2 or 3 inches, because I have such big feet that they're expecting it. Maybe it's just a late one, but I don't know.
Okay. And how tall are you now?
I'm 5'10".
Okay. So I mean, only 5'10". So yeah, if you could definitely get 2, 3, that'd be solid. That'd be huge for especially at the next level, at the D1 level. As you know, this year I started a rankings list. To start off the year, you was number 5 on my list. Now you're number 3. When you first saw the rankings list and you saw you was number 5, like, did that matter to you at all, or it was just like, do you think that was a good spot for you, or do you feel as though like you should have been lower?
I feel like at the time it was a good spot. You know, when you see yourself at the number 5 position, you see all people above you, it just gives you more motivation to go out so you can make your way up the list and beat the other people.
For sure, definitely. You was actually one of the ones that when I released my first episode, you was one of the ones that I said how underrated you were, and that I think you was the sleeper out of the 5. I feel like you was the number 1 sleeper in. Started playing on the headphones. Let me read this. But yeah, you was the one I said was the sleeper out of the 5. I don't think people at least outside of like Wellsboro and the people in your conference, I don't think people realize how good you were. Because I know you came, like a couple guys they played like street ball and things like that with you, so like they wasn't quite sure like of your game. Guys that like that were not in your conference and that outside of Wellsboro, and this year like obviously like you showed a lot of those people wrong, a lot of those guys wrong. What's some games are you looking forward to this year? Well, if you were, or if you have any more games that you are possibly looking forward to.
The one I was really looking forward to was that Newman game. And that was a good game. We used to play on twice, but we only played on once this year, so I would have wished we could have played on one more time.
Okay.
We have Meadowbrook Christian coming up, but we've never played them before, so I'm actually kind of excited about that game.
Okay. And for those who don't know, the game that they played in Newman, and actually with the overtime, and you had, was that your career high?
Yeah.
He had a career high 38 points. How was that? Like, how was this?
My teammates just kind of got me the ball, and I got my shots in the flow of the game. Try to let it come to me, not force anything.
Yeah, I was actually at that game. It was a great game, went to overtime. Obviously, unfortunately, you couldn't pull off the win, but it was a great game, especially against those guys. They got some guys that's expected to go some great places, and for you to kind of do what you did against them shows kind of a lot about you and your character, and just kind of at any moment you can take over your team and do the things that you need to do to at least try to put them in a position to win.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some things that you talk about with those guys that to keep them motivated for the younger guys, and then you've got a few seniors on the team that kind of like still basketball wise is still kind of developing. So like what are some things that you kind of talk to those guys about?
Well, just like not be afraid in games, and like no matter who we play, everybody's got to look to score. Everybody's got to look to be offensive. You know, our coach preaches that, and it's really good because these guys, they have talent that they haven't shown yet because they might not be aggressive. Sometimes at a tournament game, you guys can go attack. Like you guys can score. You have the ability to do that. So yeah.
For sure, because I was at the Jersey Shore game, and you guys actually played against Nate Ewing. He's actually the number one scorer in the area. I think he's around 27 points a game.
Yeah.
And I'll be completely honest with you, I thought Jersey Shore was going to win.
Yeah.
But watching you guys, like watching a lot of the younger guys and everyone get that momentum and step up, and you guys pulled off the win, it was actually like great to see, just to watch from the first time I see you guys play to now. You can just kind of see everyone developing, and once you guys get that connection or get that flow going, you guys are pretty good contender once kind of that gets going and things like that. So how was that? 'Cause I know you guys won on a buzzer beater.
The game, the Jersey Shore game.
Just like how was that game? Like
it was. We knew coming in the game, not a lot of people expected us to win, so we wanted to go out and prove them wrong. And at halftime, I think it was a really close game, and our coaches challenged us that this game is yours to win. You guys can go out and get it. Mm-hmm. So that's what we did.
All right. What are some things that you feel as though you need to work on? Obviously, like I said, you have the rest of this year and you have next year before you make it to the next level. But what are things that you feel as though you need to work on?
Definitely my weak hand. You see a lot of people see I just go to my right hand all the time in games. I need to work at going back to my left.
I mean, it actually was funny 'cause at that Newman game, like year 38 was like all the same play.
Right.
But like, I mean, like if they can't stop it, they can't stop it.
Mm-hmm.
So like you have to kind of do like what works for you. So I mean, it was working for you. So it was working. Don't. At least until they stop it. But I definitely understand like where you're coming from. But yeah, is there anything else?
Definitely getting bigger and stronger, especially if I don't grow being a smaller guard. I need to add some more weight and muscle onto me. And then shot selection. My shot selection is not always great. I might force some things. So those times when I don't have a shot, finding my teammates more.
Mm-hmm. Is there sports-wise, like do you play any other sports?
I play soccer and I run track.
Okay. Is that something that, at least when it comes to like soccer or something, because that's before basketball season, is that something that you want to still pursue to play like going into your senior year just to get bigger? I mean, just to get like stay in shape or whatever, or at some like at the next level, do you kind of have like an idea of kind of what you want to play?
Definitely basketball,
Okay.
soccer, and track are those things I do to keep in shape.
Okay. Is there ever any point that you ever considered, I would guess, going into your senior year, not playing soccer just to get stronger and things like that and get ready and then kind of play fall AAU or anything like that?
Yeah, we had talked about that.
Okay.
It's something that we might do, but we're not sure yet. We want to take our time with it, so we made the right decision for me.
Okay. No, for sure, for sure. How is soccer? I know most guys that play basketball, most guys as good as you are in basketball, they don't play soccer.
Right.
They'll play football.
Right.
So like how is it like? I would guess from soccer, like just playing soccer. I guess for most guys that watch that play ball probably really don't. Outside of gym class, we don't really play it. So just
Yeah.
how like is it?
Soccer like helps me with my footwork a lot, and then keeping my, Jesus, bro. Damn, I can't remember the word, bro. What's it called? I'm gonna skip past that because I can't remember the word, but
Agility? I don't know.
nah, I can't remember the word, bro. But like, keep running and not get tired.
Stamina?
That's what it was. That's what it was. That, and being a team player, because soccer is not a single sport. You have to work with a lot of people. So soccer held my leadership in basketball.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you said you also run track. What do you do in track?
I do the 4x1, the 200, and the 100.
Okay, so sprint.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. How do you, I think I remember you last year for track. I think you made it to district, right?
Yeah, we got third in districts.
Third in districts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad. Thanks. Especially.
He's not about to beat Julian Fleming. Like, that wasn't even a race. Their whole squad was fast.
Definitely, for sure. Because at that point, everyone goes to Williamsport, I believe.
Yeah.
You just kind of do what you can.
Yeah.
It's just try to make it. The one thing I can say I did like about track, even though like this is so random, but instead of track I played tennis, which I was nice at it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you, I was nice. But those sports I like that it was more of like if you did good, like say if you was nice at the 100, but like your team is kind of trash, or whatever, you can continue to like advance.
Right.
But no, those are definitely some great things to kind of keep you in shape and make sure your body's right at all times.
Yeah.
So like, what is your summers like usually?
Summer. I usually go to 2 basketball camps.
Okay.
Last year I went to a PGC camp. It was really good. Helped leadership, get me ready to go into the season. Yeah, I went to playmaking camp, so I learned how to find my teammates and stuff, all that stuff. And I also went to hoop group. Hoop group's always a good camp. There's lots of competition. People come from everywhere to go to hoop group camp, so those are the camps you want to go to. And then training, obviously. I started getting in the weight room a lot more this summer than I have any other summer. And training with Josh and then Seth Turner, a new trainer up in Mansfield, that really helped my game.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely noticed from last year to this year, you definitely got bigger, faster, and stronger. Your game has become a lot smoother too. Just watching like from last year seemed like he was kind of hesitant on like a lot of shot selections and just things like that. It was just like, I mean, I understand like he was only a sophomore, so kind of. I don't think most people kind of realize like at those young ages when you're like a sophomore and you're a freshman, things like that, to kind of play at that, to be asked to play at that varsity level and start and be a contributor, I don't think most people kind of realize like how much pressure that is as a young player. So definitely, like I said, it was definitely like a 180 from last year to this year. One of the things I also want to talk about music. So, are you big into music? Things
Very,
like that? Okay.
yes.
So, what are some of your music selections that you usually pick like before your games? And stuff like that?
I listen to a lot of T Grizzly. I like T Grizzly. Something to get you going, like upbeat, Roddy Ricch.
Okay.
Some Lil Uzi Vert, some new Lil Uzi Vert stuff too. So.
Yeah, Roddy just dropped the album. That was, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably on a lot of people's playlists right now. Nah, for sure. All of those guys that you named, I haven't really gotten to T Lizzy too much. He got some songs that I definitely like. I still haven't really got into him too much. Is there anything I would guess about you that people kind of don't know, or like for the people that I would guess that don't live in your area or that kind of don't know you, like for any of the people maybe in different counties and stuff like that, is anything about you that like people don't know?
I like to cook. I take culinary class. I don't know. It's just something to do. And there's not a lot to do around here, so sports is a big thing around here.
What do you like to cook? Like, what's your favorite thing? Don't say like breakfast. Breakfast people like, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, that don't count. If you make if you can make pancake, eggs, bacon, pasta. I know every dude like to make pasta. That don't count.
Yeah.
That it just, when it comes to cooking, that just
ramen don't count. You can't take ramen.
Like
I can make pizza. I make the dough by myself and just make a pizza. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot. Anybody looking for a part-time chef? Anybody part-time chef? Job applications. How old are you?
16.
16. Okay.
I'm about to get a job as a lifeguard.
You gonna get his L soon, license coming soon.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all looking for a piece of man. He's your man. But so going into the season and things like that, even like last year, are you a big social media guy?
I am. I like to put myself out there because then people see you and they're gonna go hard on you. See you that guy, and that's what I want. I want the best game from everyone. I want that challenge.
How do you go about negativity? Just like on Instagram and things like that, just negative comments. Some guys might not respect your game or anything like that. How do you go about things like that?
I just play. That's fuel to the fire for me. Anybody negative comments, I just go out and do me. And some of those guys that say that they play me, and by the end of the game, they have respect for me. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, anybody, I would, especially like I said, from last year to this year, if anybody that played you last year and they played you this year, they'll definitely know that, like, you're one of those guys I can actually say that when guys claim they've been working and they've been doing this and that, but when it's actually game time and then you get on the court, you can actually tell that, like, all right, like, yo, like, I don't know what got into this dude, but from last year to this year, like,
yeah,
he hooping, like, for real.
Mm-hmm.
So you're definitely one of those dudes that I can for sure 100% say that there's like, yeah, like, you're one of those guys that like when you post like your workouts or things like that, it's honestly like not for show. You obviously want to show people that, like, that's just like the new age that we're in. Like, we kind of all just want to, like, you know, do things like that. But you're one of those guys that when you actually get on the court, you can actually tell.
Yeah.
Like, especially coming from someone who watches the game as much as I do, and then I can imagine like players just who actually like are around your age and actually playing with you. One thing, this is random, but you all the way up here in the boonies. Mind you, I have to drive all the way. Yeah. We on the road. We in the boon. What you do? What do you do around here?
Play Xbox.
You go outside and
Play Xbox or hoop. We got 4-wheelers. Those are fun to go out on too. So we have a bunch of property back there. I might go through there once or twice a day.
Okay. I figure, like, I'm not new to the boonies, but I always just wonder, like, on an average day, like, what do you do up here? Like, there's barely no service. It's like your neighbor's not like your average city neighbors that's right here. They all the way down the street.
Yeah.
I always just wonder, like, what do people do when they, like, live out in the middle of nowhere? Like,
I feel like people that live out here, this is what they're comfortable living, and they live like for a reason. So,
For sure.
but like I said, there's not a lot to do. We got movie theaters and restaurants, but if you're not doing any of that, someone's usually playing sports or getting to work. And so, yeah.
You say you play Xbox?
Yeah.
I'm more of a PS4 gang over here. But what do you play?
2K, Madden, and FIFA. Those
Okay.
are. I played Fortnite for a while, but I was so bad. I was so bad at Fortnite.
Yeah,
It's not even funny.
I'm trash at it too, so yeah. You're not alone on that one.
Yeah.
I'm usually, if I play squads. Now I'm one of the dudes. I know if you guys watching. I'm Team Rumble. I usually play Team Rumble because it's a free for all. But I'm usually, when it comes to squads and stuff, I'm usually one of the first ones down. Everybody got.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm the guy to like just hide and wait till everybody's dying. But it never works for me because every time I come out my hiding spot, someone just snipes me out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for the most part, this is another person, guys, that I really feel like you guys should pay attention to. Man's averaged 24 last year, averaged 10. That's a huge jump. Huge jump. This is someone who's really been working. If you, like I said, if you watched him from last year to this year, this is someone who's really been putting the time in, putting the effort in, and really has been working hard. And you can see it throughout his game. Regardless of points, if you just even scratch points away, just overall game has just been better. So this is. Make sure you want to give them your social media.
Yeah. Instagram J_Guppy GUPPIE, and Twitter is just Joseph Grab 2.
Okay. Guys, his that corner right in front of him, that's going to be his social media. Make sure you guys follow him on all his social medias. This is somebody you guys want to definitely keep your eye on. Going to be definitely one of the. He's already one of the top players in the area. Definitely going to be one of the. By the end of this year, going to a senior, I see him being one of the top prospects in the area. So make sure you guys follow him. Make sure you guys pay close attention. Make sure you guys get to some games too before the season's over. They still gotta. Yeah. I think he played 10 games. Still got about 12 more games. It's usually 22 in the season, so got about 12 more games. There is Wellsboro High School. So Max Preps usually will have all the schedules, all the scores, and things like that. If you guys just don't message him personally, you guys could probably just get on Max Preps or something and find it. But in the meantime, guys, as you can see, this is another one. Well, let's get it right. Hopefully, I get it right this time. Well-rounded guy, and just does everything he possibly can to make sure his team is successful. Great guy off the court too. Really respectful, everything that coaches and everyone's kind of looking for in a person, not even just a player, just in a person. So, guys, I appreciate you guys checking out this episode number 3, and this is the Undiscovered. Thank you.